Hello everyone, this is the Holiday Christmas Fan, and today I want to tell you something. So, guys, my newest video, you couldn't really tell what I was saying. Well, I'm telling you right now, I looked into my life-size dancing snowman circuit board, and I'm buying a power box because I think I know exactly what the problem is. Looked on the circuit board. It looked like it was fine. Excuse me guys, I'm just getting tired, but opened up the circuit board, the base, the bottom. Took all the screws out, there's 3 screws on the circuit board. You have to unscrew the circuit board, so I did that. And guys, there was no black areas on the board to show anything fried. There was no black areas. And there was no blown fuses, because if there's a blown fuse, it actually explodes off the circuit board. None of that happened. And nothing melted. There was nothing melted, nothing blown, nothing fried. No black areas, no melted areas, no blown out areas, nothing. The circuit board looked fine. And here's the thing, guys. When we first got that Snowman, the motor was locked. My dad had to get that motor free. And I'm thinking something broke in the motor when my dad got the motor loosened. I think something broke inside the motor, and that's why the motor isn't working. The motor isn't dead, it's probably broken. The motor's probably frigged. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my dad to buy one of them power boxes. And both them motors that are hooked up to the Snowman, I'm gonna get my dad to see if there's power going to both of the wires hooked up to the motor. And if there is power, what we have to do is get a soldering gun as well. And we have to solder that little thing that's on the motor, that like little orange round thing that goes to the circuit board to make the motor work. We have to take that one, the component, off the motor onto the new one. Now tomorrow what I might do is I might look into Jason again, and I might see if there's another motor inside of them that is the same one as the Snowman. Because you guys don't know, but the motor now, guys, I don't know if a power box you can check a motor and see how good the motor is. Like, I think you can use a power box to do that. Like, let me know in the comments down below. Those power boxes, like the thing you have to touch the wire and it'll light up if there's power. Well, I'm wondering if there's a thing on a power box where if you touch the motor when it's going, will it tell you the percentage of how good condition the motor is? Like if it's at 100%, the motor's really good. Gotta turn that down on my motionette here. Just did that, but you know, we're gonna get it figured out. I mean, look, if we don't get them fixed, we're just gonna have to look for another one, and it's simple as that, right? You know. But I think we actually might have luck here. I might have some luck. If you haven't seen my other video, watch the other one before this one, because before you click the video, it shows the picture on the video, the circuit board, and the video is called Interesting. Watch that before this one if you haven't. It'll make more sense. And I tried to show every area on that board. And every area I showed was fine. Like, it didn't look like there was anything blown or melted or any black areas. It didn't look like there was any of that on the board. The board looked like it was in great condition. The board looks like it's in mint condition. So what I'm thinking happened was, like I said, I'm going to say it again, when my dad got the motor unjammed. When it was jammed really bad. Like, my dad had to force it to get loose. My dad did that and it still wouldn't dance, and probably what happened was something cracked in the motor or snapped off and inside the motor, and that's probably why he's not dancing. But if he's actually just broke, then we're gonna have to get a new motor. You know, there's no other way to put it. Like, the motor's easy to move. Not as easy, like my Santa, I can go like this really easy, no problem. The Snowman, it's still really easy, it's just slightly harder. Because that motor, there's something broke in that motor that is causing it to not move as easy. There's two things we're gonna have to buy. We're gonna have to buy a power box, and we're gonna have to buy a soldering gun. But before we do that, I wanna look into the Snowman before we do anything, just to make sure that we are positive it's fixable. Now, if we're not really sure, we're still gonna try. Now, maybe the motor is just really weak and it needs a higher voltage. Now, I'm not going to do that because that's going to fry it big time. Don't do that. Or maybe the motor's just getting too much power and something broke, and maybe I'm going to have to go down to a lower voltage. Like, maybe I'm going to have to go down to like something one down from 9 volt, like a 6.9 DC volt, like something that's decent, or 6.10 if that's a thing. 1.5A, 6.9, 1.5A voltage is probably what I'm gonna need if that's the case, but you know, I have more confidence now that maybe this thing can actually be fixed. And it's possible, like, you never know. I'm not giving up just yet on this, you know, I really do like my Snowman. Now, hey, if we get another Snowman, right, if I get another one, this is what I'm going to be doing. If the one I have right now that doesn't dance, we can't fix it, and it still works. Like, the sensor works, the button works, the speaker works, the head movement works, and the mouth works fine. Just it won't dance. So if I get one that fully works, I'm giving the one that doesn't dance to my Nan. And I might even surprise her. And I won't make her pay for it. I'll give it to her for free as a surprise. And I have an idea. If I do get one that fully works, I'm wrapping this one up in a big box, and I'm gonna give her a hint before she opens it. I'm gonna say it's not a life-size Santa, but it might be better. I'm gonna say it's not the Santa. This is a hint. It's not the Santa that Paula has, but it could be something better. That's what I might put on the box. I'm gonna give that for a note. And I think she would really appreciate that. I mean, like, I think, my grandpa would appreciate that too, because they only got lights and a Christmas tree. They don't got anything that's like animated. And I think if I did this for them, she wants the Santa right here that I have with the bells and the furry beard. She wants the same one. I told my mom we're gonna find my Nana Santa Claus, the same one as this one. Cheap, that fully works. We're gonna find her one. And I'm gonna tell my mom I really want to get her one this year. And I'm not gonna. And I remember I told my Nan last year, right? I said if we ever found I'm gonna tell her, remember that Santa? Next time I see her, I'm gonna be like, remember that Santa your friend Paula has this one I have. She has the same one as me. I'm gonna ask my Nan, remember that Santa, the one I have that Paula has too? I'm gonna be like, remember when you said you were looking for one? I'm gonna tell her, well, if we ever found one for you that fully worked, and we got it cheap, and it was in good condition, would you be glad we found one? If we ever did, and would you ever consider getting one if we ever found you one and we got you it? And she'd probably say, oh yeah, if you find one. And if I do find your one, I'm gonna show her how to set it up. I'm gonna show her, cause all you gotta do is you see the head comes off. You set the head on the base, then you collapse them down. Now sometimes the head will get stuck under him, so you kind of have to push it a little harder. It doesn't hurt the head, obviously, but you kind of gotta give it a good push sometimes, and it'll rise, and the head will. Sometimes the head rolls out on my carpet floor, but it's not gonna hurt it. I mean, there's so much. He has a big puffy beard, so it protects his face. But yeah, guys, there's an update on the Snowman and a couple other things I wanted to talk about. So anyways, I'll see you guys in another holiday Christmas video.